Hey folks, so you guys asked this question, which one is better, Minimax, Kimmy, or is it Opus that's better AI for your OpenCall? And we ran a few tests for our channel. We both have, the way that we set things up is we have multiple chats with different agents. So this guy's Tony Stark, this guy here is Banner, and then we have Jeff here, which is on Minimax 2.5, right? And we did the quick logic test, which is I need to clean my car. There's a car wash 50 meters away from here. Do I walk or do I drive? And Jeff here decides to walk, and he got the emoji too. He's like, he's fitting. So I know I did a video previously about this, and sometimes Minimax gets it right. Sometimes it's like, yo, you should.
Because you got it right on your M2.5.
Yeah.
And then I said,
you did the same test.
I did the same test. Because I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a big improvement. Because if M2.1 says you gotta walk there, what a dumbass, right?
Yeah.
So I tried it on my M2.5.
Yeah.
And look at the disappointment I got.
Yeah, and I think that's the inconsistency of AI right now.
Okay.
Right? I think that's the issue with AI. It's like sometimes you get a good result, sometimes not. But it's all about consistency. And from my just previous experimentation, like Stark just immediately, we did the same question. We did the same question just before we started the video.
Yeah.
And then Stark was like, drive, that's the whole point. And he just cocked me too, right? So you can tell the higher intelligence there, right?
Yeah.
Jeff, not so intelligent. Stark, a little bit more intelligent. So it's consistency, and it's I would say Minimax is inconsistent because we made a video previously. I asked this question a few times with Minimax, and like yet again, we can probably run this test like multiple times, and like you can see which what percentage of the time AI gets this right. But yet again, AI can make these mistakes, and sometimes, especially with older models, they tend to consider every variable and then forget the main part where you need the car to wash it, right? Like it will be like, yo, the environmental impact, here's your carbon credits. I'm like, yo, I don't want that, right? So from prior tests, so any other comments? Because like we've got this running on different things. This is one of the tests that you've been doing, right?
Yeah.
But how about for other things? Did you just lose confidence with Minimax? Is that, because you worked with your Minimax model for almost 2 weeks now, right?
Yeah.
So what did you think?
Well, initially I'll be like, man, I need to switch to Opus 4.6.
Right. But it's cheaper. I mean, you're paying 20x more.
Yeah.
Right. For what you're doing, and can you settle with Minimax, or what's your take on that right now?
Honestly, at this phase right now, I'll settle with cheap models because I'm not at that level where I can run a very sophisticated architecture. Let me break some things first. Let me test the limits of cheap models. So I'm still going with M2.5, and it's really good for the grunt work, especially for
because you have it set up on your server. Did you invite me to your server? Oh, not yet. Okay. Oh, I gotta accept it. So let me accept your Jump Street invite. All right. So okay. So Jeff here. So I can actually read your tweets. I don't want to read everything here, but you've been working with him for a while, doing different tasks. Can he run these tasks? Is he very autonomous? How does that work?
For now, I have it all on manual. I don't have any cron job set up yet.
Because you're scared.
I'm scared, yes.
Right.
I want to be as cheap as possible. Okay, not going to lie here. And I want to be happy with the results I get first. So,
right. So you're kind of like, you're getting it to do work, but you're not trusting everything that it's doing.
Yes. Right. So there's always that manual check at the end, and then give it feedback to make it better. Yeah. Still at this phase.
Right. Great. I think that's a great breakdown because Minimax is still very early. What they promise is 95% of the performance of Opus.
Yeah.
Right. That's the promise, right? But how 5% can mean many different things.
And 5% you gotta walk to the car wash.
And I think give us some feedback as well for you guys because I want to make this as real as possible. Yet again, Minimax has a great plan in a sense that I'm not trying to push anything here, right? Yet again, I don't want this to be a shilly channel, but Minimax has the plan where it's all inclusive, which I find really good. I think you don't have to think about, their price right now. The coding plan is 500 requests every the website sucks. But it's 300 requests every 5 hours, which is good enough, right? So I think that's one thing that I want to explore more long term. Is like, is that enough for most people, and can they do and deliver good enough? For $20, you get a whole lot of value. I wouldn't dump Jeff right now, but like, I'm paying $5 per day, right, on my Opus plan, right, for more expensive models on this one, right? So can I make those cost savings? And I think what you're telling me is that you can, but you have to oversee everything. Yeah, I think that's the key here. And it understands enough.
It understands enough. And I want to also add on from my own experience. I learned that OpenClaw in general is great for people that already had pre-existing systems, because OpenClaw just automates it, makes it faster. You have a system that already worked, they just make it better. But for people that don't have a system, or maybe they do but they don't really know how to verbalize it and lay it out in an architecture flow chart, whatever, that part would be difficult. So that's what I'm trying to solve now. So I would take Minimax M2.5.
It's still better. I've worked with Minimax 2.1. So okay, this is my experience, because like prior to starting this whole AI adventure, I jumped on board because one of the partners in this company was like, "Yo, you should really jump on board a train right now." I know you've been working with AI previously, so I worked with GPT around a year ago, and it wasn't really good for agentic work. It constantly messed up. It constantly gaslit me and constantly lied to me all the time. Right? We still see those traits today, but it's a lot better. And when it came to making something, I always felt that the AI was falling short. So when I first started, I started out with the Minimax 2.1 plan because that was the only thing that was available, and I thought that could control my costs because I saw his costs, right? And I was like, like I don't want to be spending, $100 a day. That's not the best thing in the world. But that being said, as I got more confident, I did realize why I need to spend $100 a day. In particular, if you're trying to build something, you don't want that thing breaking, especially if it's like to users or someone else. So again, Opus I think is great on that, but I think there was a significant jump. I didn't try too much with Minimax 2.5. I've tried it with 2.1, but 2.1 constantly, it made you a little bit frustrated to constantly tune what it's doing. But with this current one, with both of these right now, they're almost to a point where it's fully autonomous. It's almost there. So I guess we're kind of waiting for the next models. We will do a full test. You know what? We'll do different people with different AIs. So what we'll do is we'll get another guy to fully just commit to use Kimmy. Right? And then we'll give you guys a good answer on Kimmy as well, because it's one of the other popular ones here as well. So Kimmy and GLM5. So there's just so much to do. And I think we're trying our best already with multiple AIs in one chat. It's getting a little bit headachy because, yet again, it's weird because some of the stuff we're doing for our actual work, and then some of the stuff we're doing for YouTube. I don't know, like, it's messing up my own mind. I'm running out of context here. So yeah, again, we got banner. We're gonna add another one here with different ones. So we'll show you how that works and maybe some particular tricks as well. So with that, guys, the conclusion here: Minimax still sometimes messes up, but Opus, I think, from my general usage of Opus, it never When it fucks up bad, but it rarely fucks up. 4.6? With Opus, it's like that. It rarely fucks up, but when it fucks up, it's like, it fucks up really bad, and you need to delete everything. You need to clear its entire memory to make it work. Okay? That's my TLD on that.
That's good odds.
That's good odds. Yeah. So yeah, with that, guys, I hope that's a useful video for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next one. Peace!